Throughout the 5,000 years of Chinese civilization, there have always been two mysterious cosmic diagrams that are inseparable from its history. Behind these wordless scriptures, there exists an invisible and intangible mysterious cultural thought that has always surrounded us. Today, we will talk about Taoism, which has influenced the world in various ways. The concept of the 5 elements and the 8 trigrams is familiar to many, representing the synthesis of the yin-yang and the 5 elements theory and the 8 trigrams theory. The yin-yang and 5 elements were known as the technique for glimpsing into heaven, and the 8 trigrams and the 6 lines were known as the technique for divination. The theories of traditional Chinese medicine and the foundation of destiny studies later evolved from these, both originating from 2 mysterious diagrams passed down from ancient China, the Hetu and the Luoshu, also acclaimed as the cosmic magic squares. Researchers around the world who have studied the Hetu and Luoshu believe they contain profound cosmic secrets, yet from the moment these diagrams were created, no one has been able to fully decipher the mysteries hidden within. If we speak of the 5,000 years of Chinese civilization, in these 5,000 years, only the legendary Emperor Fuxi was able to fully comprehend all the mysteries contained in these 2 diagrams. It is recorded in the commentary on the attached texts of the I Ching that a dragon horse emerged from the Yellow River carrying the Hetu on its back, and a sacred turtle emerged from the Luo River carrying the Luoshu on its back. Fuxi then based the creation of the Bagua, the 8 trigrams, on these diagrams, which later became the foundation of the I Ching system. However, myths may not be that important, as they are now categorized as the ancients' beautiful imaginings about life and nature. Yet, it is through such imaginings that the Bagua has been genuinely passed down. The Jianshan Bagua and the I Ching drawn by Fuxi are also the sources of Taoist thought. After the birth of the Jianshan Bagua, King Wen of Zhou evolved it into the Hushan Bagua post-heaven Bagua, which consists of 64 hexagrams and 384 lines, encompassing the principles of life and the ways of health preservation. The later works of Zhu Yi, I Ching, and Huangdi Nijing, the Yellow Emperor's classic of medicine, provide more detailed explanations of the Bagua, life movement, and health preservation theories. Our ancestors applied these theories through continuous practice and summarization, gradually evolving into a unique cultural treasure of China. Later, Taoism utilized these thoughts and practices to establish countless sects and factions. However, these teachings were exclusively possessed by the rulers in a slave society, becoming secrets that were not widely disseminated. It was not until the Spring and Autumn and Warring States periods that Confucianism and Daoism emerged as 2 major schools, with Confucian thought, led by Confucianism, inheriting the ways of Yao, Shun, Yu, Tang, Wen, and Wu, focusing on managing rivers, regulating the family, governing the country, and bringing peace to the world as its worldly philosophy. Taoism, on the other hand, was led by the thoughts of Laozi, with the Tao Te Ching becoming the principal text of Taoism. Later works such as Zhuangzi's Nan Hua Jing, Wei Boyang's Cantong Qi, and Zhang Baojuan's Wuzhen Pian were all based on the Tao Te Ching, elaborating on the human understanding of the Tao. Therefore, the ways of health preservation, alchemy, and martial arts, among others, are all derivatives of the Tao Te Ching. Laozi's philosophy is so vast that it encompasses everything and so detailed that it penetrates into all aspects. The Tao includes all things in the world, hence it is also known as the Wuji, which leads to the Teiji. From the Teiji comes the two instruments, from the two instruments come the four images, and from the four images come the 8 trigrams. This also indicates that Laozi's thoughts trace back to the legendary emperor Fuxi. Laozi's advocacy of emptiness or non-action is the concept that in emptiness there is substance, and from non-being comes being. Emptiness means that all things in the world originate from it, and non-action refers to the heart of pure non-action, while form follows the law of being. Pure non-action upholds being, vague and indistinct. Within it, there are things. Chaotic and formless, within it, there is essence. This essence is the spirit, energy, and soul, which are recorded in Taoist internal alchemy as the primordial spirit. When Buddhism was introduced to China during the Western Han period, Confucianism, Buddhism, and Taoism absorbed and taught each other's doctrines, blending many theories together. This fusion added a layer of mystique to practices such as meditation, introspection, enlightenment, essence refinement, and marrow washing. Later, some itinerant healers who did not receive the true teachings mixed these practices together and promoted them as highly secretive and profound, eventually leading to the perceptions we have today, where immortals are believed to be capable of flying, achieving immortality, traversing heaven and earth, and possessing limitless powers. However, the alchemy and martial arts of Taoism are not as mystical as they seem. Although Taoist thought appears miraculous in some aspects, making it inexplicable, and even elevating certain issues to the realm of metaphysics, if one receives the true teachings and practices systematically, it is possible to transform weakness into strength and even rejuvenate, which does not mean defying the natural laws of growth, but revitalizing the internal organs of the body. Although Taoism advocates following the natural way, the methods of internal alchemy actually go against nature, defying natural laws. Therefore, alchemy relies on contrarian practices, achieving immortality through reversal and humanity through conformity, existing only in the inversion of yin and yang. The emergence of such contrarian health practices and philosophical thoughts gradually formed our native religion of China Taoism.